Have you ever wondered how much actual net profit you're making in your Amazon business? Or maybe you follow people on YouTube who are selling on Amazon and you're seeing them share their sales, but you're wondering, how much profit are they actually making after their fees, expenses, prep centers, returns? There's all different types of expenses. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna be bringing you guys behind the scenes, behind the curtain, and showing you how my business did in March of 2026, okay? So from March 1st to March 31st, 2026 in my Amazon business. I'm gonna be breaking everything down from the sales that I made, all of the Amazon expenses, how many returns I got, my return rate, my net profit, my net margin, my gross profit. So I'm really excited for this video because I feel like this is a topic that not a lot of people talk about, but it's so important when it comes to successfully making money and paying yourself within an Amazon business. Now, before we get into today's video, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is Sellerboard. Now, Sellerboard is a phenomenal software, and this is the actual software that I'm going to be sharing with you and taking you inside of, because this is a software I use to determine how much money I'm actually making, how much net profit I'm making, how to track all my returns, my refunds. I'm going to be breaking it all down in this video. But if you want to check out Sellerboard and actually know your true net profit, check out the link down below. You can actually get a free 60-day trial and you don't even have to put in a credit card at all. It'll link right up to your Amazon account. Give it about 24 hours. It'll start pulling in all of the data. And I'm telling you guys right now, you're gonna see from this video how powerful this software is. So without further ado, let's dive into my income report for March 2026 and let's see how I did. All right, guys, so we are inside of my computer and we're inside of my Sellerboard account. And you can see right now that I chose March 1st, 2026 to March 31st, 2026. We're actually recording this the day after, so today is April 1st, April Fool's Day, but I can tell you right now, I'm not fooling anybody with these profits, and you can actually see right here, this is one thing that I really like about Sellerboard, is you can see right on the front page what your total sales are. So my sales were $81,043.67. I sold 667 orders during that time period and 728 total units, so some customers did buy multiple items from me. Out of my total 728 units sold, I had 76 returns. My estimated payout was $59,000, but of course that's not what I'm actually putting in my pocket. My gross profit, which is pretty much my Amazon fees and my cost of goods, came to $20,337. And then my total net profit after paying my team, prep center, refunds, expenses, everything, which I'm gonna break down momentarily, came to $15,177.83. So this was a phenomenal month for the month of March, just over $15,000 net profit in my business. And if you're wondering more about how I'm sourcing these products and how I'm able to grow my business to the point that it's at today, I'm actually buying items on eBay and I'm flipping them on Amazon. And I use a tool called Reselling that pretty much just monitors millions of products on eBay. So say for example, there's a DVD that's selling for $70 on Amazon. It'll monitor everything on eBay. And when it comes about that specific item on eBay at a price where you can make maybe 30%, 40%, 50% ROI, or maybe you want to only make $10 or $12 profit, it'll notify you. So if you want to check out Reselling, I'll put a link down below. You can get a free 14-day trial, but that's how I'm sourcing all of my products, and every single item that I'm selling is bought on eBay and flipped on Amazon. And I've been doing this for over 5.5 years. Now, if you're wondering, are all of my sales coming in America, Amazon.com, you can actually scroll down and see that almost all of my sales came from Amazon.com USA. I did have one sale in Brazil for $82, and I had 10 units sold for just shy of $1,300 in Mexico. So most of my sales are coming through the .com USA market. Now, one of the main selling points for Sellerboard that I really fell in love with is you can click this More button right here. And this is where you're really gonna be able to see the true story about how somebody came down to their specific net profit and their net margin in their business. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click More. And now what you're gonna see is the complete breakdown. Okay, so of course you can see the sales, the units sold, the refunds, but here you could see the refund cost, and you can see there's a little arrow. So when you click on that, you're actually gonna be able to see all the details in your business for whatever specific date range that you choose. Again, this is for March. You can see my total refunded amount, my unsellable product costs, my refund commission. You could see variable closing fees, restocking principal, refunded referral fees, and then value of returned items. And this is important to keep in mind because when you get items returned, you're gonna have a certain percentage of your items that are sellable and then a certain percentage that are unsellable. For me in my business, usually 70 to 80% of the items are unsellable because I'm selling brand new items, and a lot of Amazon customers will open up the item, they'll maybe use it or it'll be damaged. So when it goes back to Amazon's warehouses after a return, they're going to determine if it's sellable or unsellable based on the condition you're selling it in. So you can see right here that 30% of my items were sellable, so they added that value back in since I'm gonna be able to relist them back up in my Amazon store. Now, if we keep moving down, you're gonna see that out of my $81,000 in sales, I had $13,998 in Amazon fees that I paid. So you can see that I paid over $4,000 for my FBA per unit fulfillment fee since I'm FBA. You can see that I paid $278 in inbound convenience fees. That's a new fee that Amazon's been tacking on for a while. You can see removal fees, closing fees, storage fees. You can see my subscription, which is $40 a month. And there's just all these other different fees that, unfortunately, I hate to say it, when you're selling on Amazon, especially through FBA, there's a lot of different fees. So if you're ever like wondering like, where's all my money going? I'm selling all of these items. I see all these sales. I understand there's an Amazon fee, but what's the breakdown? This is what Sellerboard can do. And again, you can get a free 60-day trial if you go to rakeandprofit.com/sellerboard or click the link down below. That's an extended 30-day trial. And it's just so important to be able to see where are the fees? Where's my money going? All right, so let's keep moving down. And now this is where you're going to see how much money I spent or how much money you spent on your inventory. Now, cost of goods, that's the cost of the goods that you purchased and then sold. So what Sellerboard is tracking is only the cost of the items that you actually sold. This isn't the total amount that I spent on inventory within that specific month. You'd have to, take a look at a P&L report or a cash flow statement for that. But you could see out of the 728 items that I sold, I paid 38,848 items on those products. Now there's also some fees subtracted as well for lost and damaged by Amazon products, missing returns. So the total comes out to 41,000, but you could see how much, you're spending on your inventory. Now, in order to do this, you're going to have to go into Sellerboard and either bulk import once a week, once a month, all of your cost of goods, which in my case, my team, they just go into inventory. If you take a look right here, you can go into inventory, and every time, we list new items, we just go in and we add in the buy cost because we put the buy cost into our custom SKU. But this is very important to track because if you don't put in your cost of goods, then you're not going to see an accurate measurement of your net margin and net profit, which we're going to get to in a moment. All right, so moving down, you're gonna be able to see the gross profit right here. So again, gross profit is going to be the total amount of money that you're paid out minus, I believe, cost of goods and Amazon fees. It's not gonna take out some of the indirect expenses and other fees, which you're gonna see right here, because in my business, I pay just shy of $400 a month for legal, so that's bookkeeping and accounting, pay just shy of $1,500 for my prep center. I use Little Owl Prep out of Ohio, so when we buy items on eBay, everything gets shipped to them, they receive it, they process it, they ship it out. So that's based on the quantity of items that I sent to them. So sometimes this could be, as low as $1,000 or up over $2,000. Then I have my fees for my software and tools, and then my virtual assistant. So this is about 95% accurate, I always say in the videos, because we reconcile this typically, at the end of the month. I haven't fully reconciled this because sometimes I give my virtual assistants like bonuses and incentives. So these are kind of just estimates, but it's about 95% accurate. And you could go in and you can adjust these indirect expenses that are going to help you to determine how much you're actually making after all fees and expenses. So you can see right here that my net profit after all indirect expenses, cost of goods, Amazon fees, returns, refunds came to $15,177. My overall refund rate was 10.44%. Like I mentioned before, my sellable returns, the items that were returned to Amazon, 30% of them I was able to add back into my inventory and sell them again. My net margin came to 18.73%. Now, the only thing this isn't including is the returns that get shipped back to me that are unsellable. I liquidate them to my friend who sells on eBay. So that's not added into here. So my margin's actually higher, plus cashback websites that I use and my cashback credit card, which is 2% cashback. So do do the math. What's 2% of about $40,000 that I spent on eBay? So that's not added into here. So my net margin's probably closer to 20%. And you can see below it, my overall net ROI after all fees and expenses came to about 37%. Now, when I'm sourcing, a lot of my ROIs are at 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%. But again, after returns, after fees, expenses, VA, so on and so forth, you get to actually see the true profit, the true margin, the true ROI in your business. Now, this might scare a lot of people because there are a lot of people who run Amazon businesses who think they're making money. They've got those orange bars. They're seeing that they're selling 30, 40, 50, 60,000 a month, but they don't want to look, right? They don't want to see what is my actual net margin. And it takes time, right? You do have to take time to set up your indirect expenses, update them at the end of the month, put in your cost of goods. Of course, you've got to link up your Amazon seller account to Sellerboard, which, only takes a couple of minutes, but it takes about 24 hours for the data to start pulling in. This does take some systems and whatnot, but I mean, this is super duper valuable to know how much money you're actually making. Because again, I could come on social media and I could say, hey, look at me. I sold $81,000. And the average person's going to say, wow, like that's incredible. I want to do that. Like that is like amazing. And it is really great, but it's not the full, true, transparent story. And that's why I wanted to bring this video to you guys and not just share with you my net profit. I could have easily just said, hey, I made $15,000 net profit, but I really want to teach people, how did I get to that point, right? Because I had $81,000 in sales, and you have to understand there are different fees, Amazon fees, storage fees, long-term storage fees, there's indirect expenses, there's refunds and returns and virtual assistants and prep centers. So again, those total sales look fantastic, but really, how is your business actually doing? Now, one thing I want to share with you guys quickly is how my business has actually grown compared to last year. So what I want to actually do is I want to share with you how my business was doing last year, the same date range, but 2025, because I've really made a lot of changes in my business, and I just want to kind of share with you how things have been updated. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit filter, and you're going to see it's March 1st, 2025 to March 31st, 2025. So I'm going to hit that filter, and then you got to give Sellerboard a second, and it looks like, I don't know what I did here. I chose the wrong date range. So let me go back here. All right, perfect. So I was having a tough time there. Sometimes it's a little finicky when you're doing the date ranges, but yeah, this time last year, my sales, instead of doing over 80,000, which I did this month, I actually did 38,000. My refund rate was a little bit higher. So right now it's at 10%, went up to, it was at 12%. My margin last year was around 12%. Now it's close to 19%. You can see my total profit was 4,681. This month in 2026, it's 15,000. And the big thing I would say is I've dialed in a lot of systems. For anyone who's using Replen Catcher and doing eBay to Amazon, we actually created a cool little integration with Replen Catcher. It's not a direct integration, but essentially when you're sourcing, before you buy an item, you can click the Sellerboard icon. And essentially what it'll do is it'll pull in that data for that specific ASIN within Sellerboard within a specific date range, and you can see what your return rate is. So the big mistake that I was making in 2025 when I didn't have the Sellerboard Replen Catcher integration is I was buying a lot of items over and over again that were selling 10, 20, 30, 40 times. But at the end of the day, after refunds, price tanking, so on and so forth, some of those ASINs were just not profitable at all. Yeah, so I'll even show you guys a couple examples. I'm inside of Replen Catcher right now, and there's an item right here that I could possibly buy for 38, or I can make a best offer on it, maybe get it for 25, that I can possibly sell for 74, but I could see within Replen Catcher that I've sold it for 64, 62, $70. So maybe I'd be open to buying it if I was able to find it at a really good deal. But I want to know before I buy it, I look at the Keepa chart, okay, analyze it. What's my actual return rate for this specific ASIN? So if you come over here in Replen Catcher all the way to the right, you can click this button that says Analyze in Sellerboard. Now, after you click that item, essentially what it's going to do is it's going to pull that ASIN into Sellerboard, and it's going to share with you all of the data that pertains to this specific ASIN. So you can see right here, I've sold this 4 times. I've had 0 refunds. I've made $79 profit, $282 in total sales. And you can see right here that again, my return rate is 0%. My net margin came to 28%. My overall ROI after returns and everything came to 55.85%. And if I wanted to as well, I can even go here and I can click order items, and I can take a look once this loads at the different data to see what I bought it for in the past. So I can see I bought this for 39, I bought it for 30 $34. And if I wanted to, I can go through all 4 of the orders and see what my buy cost is. So again, right now I could buy this at $38. So it's probably a pretty good deal. So again, I'm not going to go too much in depth right now, but that was the big change that I made in 2026 versus 2025, was using Sellerboard to look up specific ASINs over a long period of time to really get an understanding of, is this item making me money? How's the net margin after returns, fees, expenses, shipping? I mean, there are some items that I sold a bunch that I didn't make a lot of net margin on, and it's because they were dangerous good products or they were large and bulky and the shipping was kind of crushing the margins. So with Sellerboard, you could really dive in deep and you can get a full picture and make better decisions to make sure that your business is profitable over the long haul. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and this breakdown of my March 2026 income in my eBay to Amazon business. Hopefully you were able to see how valuable Sellerboard is. Sellerboard is a tool that I am absolutely in love with. And even if they weren't sponsoring this video, if you guys have seen previous videos on my channel, I talk a lot about Sellerboard, even on videos that they're not sponsoring, because this is a tool that myself and my team are using every single day. And you could already see it's having a huge impact in my business. My team is able to spend more money, source more products, reduce our refund rate, increase our net margin. So with that being said, guys, check out Sellerboard. I'll put a link down below for a free 60-day trial. You don't even have to add your credit card, because I know how that goes sometimes, where you want to try something, but you know you're going to forget about it, end up paying. Try it out for 60 days. I know you're going to fall in love with it. But with that being said, guys, smash that like button. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.